Rome's silver coin. Think about this, an empire, one of the greatest powers history has ever seen. Roads from Britain to Egypt, dozens of provinces, millions of people, and the single thing holding all of it together, a tiny silver coin. I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but the Roman denarius was genuinely the invisible glue of the empire. Soldiers trusted it, merchants trusted it, tax collectors trusted it, everyone trusted it. Until emperors discovered something dangerous. If you control the mint, you control the currency. And if you control the currency, you can quietly change its value, without anyone noticing. Back to the beginning, 211 BCE. Rome is fighting Carthage in a war of survival. Money needed, soldiers needed, treasury under serious pressure. The solution? A silver coin with consistent weight and purity. Each denarius held roughly 4.5 grams of silver, portable, durable, and reliable. That reliability was everything. In the ancient world, money wasn't abstract. People accepted a coin not because of a government promise, but because of the metal inside it. For nearly 2 centuries, the system held remarkably well. Farmers sold grain for denarii. Merchants traded across Roman roads with the same coin. Soldiers received their wages in neat stacks. Trust existed, and when trust exists, economies grow. But empires are expensive. As Rome expanded, costs expanded with it. Thousands of miles of borders to defend, soldiers to pay. Each legion held roughly 5,000 men. Enormous amounts of money were needed. For a while the system managed. Then comes Nero. 54 to 68 CE. Military campaigns, grand construction, an extravagant imperial court. Treasury straining badly. Nero made a decision that seems small in the moment, but echoes through centuries. He reduced the silver content of the denarius. The coin still looked the same, still carried the emperor's face, but the silver inside was slightly less. The logic, less silver per coin, means more coins. Pay the soldiers without raising taxes. Nobody will notice. At first nobody did, but a precedent had been set. The avalanche. Each emperor after Nero returned to the same solution. The silver slowly melted away. Then 215 CE Emperor Caracalla introduced the Antoninianus, officially worth 2 denarii, containing only about 1.5 times the silver. The state was producing more money while pretending nothing had changed. By the 3rd century it was truly unmanageable. Between 235 and 284 CE, more than 20 emperors claimed the throne. Each faced the same problem: keep the army happy or get overthrown. More money. But silver was limited, less silver per coin. By mid-century, the Antoninianus contained less than 5% silver. Some coins were bronze discs with a thin silver wash that quickly wore off. Everyone saw it. When the market notices, markets don't stay quiet when they notice something. Prices climbed. Soldiers complained they couldn't live on their wages. Emperors raised salaries. To raise salaries, they minted more coins. More coins meant more inflation. In some regions, people abandoned coins entirely, bartered goods directly, sought gold. Gold held its value, silver didn't. The state kept reaching for the same solution: more coins. Price controls, history's great failure. In 284 CE, Diocletian came to power. He launched the edict on maximum prices, ceilings on hundreds of goods: wheat, wine, meat, clothing. Violators faced death. But nobody asked the real question: why are prices rising? Because the money is losing value. Forcing merchants to accept artificially low prices doesn't fix that. It drives trade underground. Merchants hid their goods. Black markets emerged. Even execution threats couldn't make markets operate against economic reality. The edict failed. The real fix, Constantine introduced the solidus in the early 4th century, a gold coin with consistent weight and purity. Gold couldn't be faked. Its value was real. It worked. But the damage to the silver system was beyond repair. The denarius was effectively dead. What this leaves us with Rome didn't fall to the barbarians before it fell to its own money. Before any army crossed the border, trust had already collapsed. Markets had broken. People had stopped believing in their currency. And once a society stops believing in its money, everything else becomes much easier to destroy. What does this have to do with today? Modern currencies don't rest on silver. Central banks press keys, not coins. But ask yourself, when a government faces financial pressure, what does it do? It prints money. The technology changed. Human nature didn't. Governments didn't. The incentives didn't. Rome learned the hard way. Money rests on trust. When trust breaks, the numbers become meaningless. And rebuilding trust once you've lost it is incredibly hard. History has the answers. I'll show you where to look.